So, Cain is dead. Yes. The final fate for one bound within everlasting flesh. If only he had just accepted our logical ideals too. A fitting end for someone who had become dominated by needless flesh. Excellent work, Krillian. Now there is nothing that can stand in the way of us accomplishing our objective. The anima relics have been awakened and have aligned with their respective animas. Dan, Joseph, God have each been aligned with the surface dweller as their animus. Huger's Asher, Ramses Sibulum, Krillian's Judah, Sophia's Dinah. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Issachar were already aligned 500 years ago. And finally, Graf's Naphtali. All of the anima relics have now been activated. The identity of the persona mask of the mother has also become clear. The time has come. Now is the time to open the door to God's domain, to attain the fleshly body and the wisdom of God. The time of the true awakening, to carry us to new horizons. Yes, the time of the gospel has come. Now humans extol the awakening of God. Oh shit. Suddenly, the howling erupted. Even the people who had not mutated were being turned into wells. They howled out like war cries as if to call out to something. That was because Ramses had been manipulated into assassinating the emperor. Now, with nothing else holding them back, the Geisel ministry had put into use the Geisha key, the effect of which was to alter those people who had been destined by God. Those people destined by God, regardless of whether they were surface dwellers or Solarians, began to change shape one after the other. The howling was the people who had filled the earth, calling out to God. Once humans have filled the earth, God will awaken from his long sleep, and the awakening of Mahanon, the paradise in the sky, will soon follow. The true meaning of what the ministry had spoken, the true nature of that legend, was at last beginning to be realized. This is what they meant when they said once humans have filled the earth. Eventually Mahanon, the resting place of God, woke from its long slumber and began to rise. Almost as if responding to the call of the people, it appeared before us in all its majestic glory. Was ist das? Riesengroß ist das. Solaris' Gazel Ministry sent a massive force there to obtain God and his wisdom. But by now, neither the nation of Solaris nor the organization known as Gebler existed anymore. The only thing that was left there was an innumerable accumulation of weapons. Almost all of the Solarians had been transfigured into weapons. But it's a man-machine fusion. The Gazel Ministry now reigned over them as their commanders. There was no way we could allow God or God's wisdom to fall into the hands of the Ministry. We decided to assemble all the forces we could and head toward Mahanon. It was a powerless battle. There was no guarantee that we would make it back alive. We were to carry out the plan at dawn, hence I had to stiffen my resolve concerning her. A cutscene. A richtige Cutscene. Wait a minute. You want me to stay here? No, I'm going with you. No, it's too dangerous. Why? I've been in many dangerous situations, excuse me. This isn't the first time. I said no, we can't take you. Please understand. No, I want to go. We've been fighting together all this time, and suddenly you're telling me not to go? I just don't get it. This isn't like any other fight. It's a battle for the wisdom created by God. It's life or death. Whoever controls it becomes the true dominator of the world. It's obvious the Ministry will bring the strongest possible troops. There's no guarantee you'll come back alive. That's exactly why I want to go. You don't have the slightest idea. What don't I understand? If the enemy were only the Ministry or just mechanical weapons, it would be okay, but most of the enemies will be made up of what were once humans just like you and I. I saw them at those facilities, gears that were made out of humans. They were the same as Hammer. Could you now destroy them after knowing this? In order to save yourselves, can you truly say that you could kill those who were once our friends? So, do you still want to go now? Well, you can't even kill one person. Your presence would be a burden during the fight. You would just get in the way. Damn. Faye. Also. Alle drehen sich zu ihm um. Hey Faye, don't you think you went a little too far there? Like, a little much? We cannot blame her. At least we should understand her feelings. I know how Ellie feels. I knew she wouldn't have listened to me if I had just said, you're not coming. Seeing as she has worked together with us for such a long time and all. Ja, echt. Der absolute Dr. Frauenversteher. That's why I had to explain it to her like that. Ich weiß nicht, ob man das explain nennen kann. The people gathered in Nissan need Ellie. She's got to realize how much people are depending on her. I can't put her in a dangerous situation. But the way you said it was a little harsh. You didn't have to be so cold. She was crying, you know. But I am sure she realizes that. I agree. Maybe you are the one who doesn't understand. Me? I don't understand. A lady's heart. She wants to go to be with you, Faye. Until the end. Yeah. If I were you, I would hold her tight and say, let's go together. Just like that. Ja, das kann ich mir bei dir sogar noch vorstellen. Really? No, I mean, Young master, don't overdo yourself now and get off the damn table. Oh, shut up. Anyhow, why don't you go ask her to come with you? Whether she'll go or not, you should express your feelings in words. If you really care about her, you have to go tell her. Express your feelings, right? I didn't mean... Too late now. Everyone knows it. You are not being true to yourself, are you? I agree. Faye, say it straight out. Go ahead. Go chase after her. What are you waiting for? Oh. Come on now. Go for it. Women don't like insensitive men. Musst du ja wissen. You don't know how to treat a lady, do you? Ja, aber du. Guck mal, ich kann auch vom Tisch springen, wollte ich sagen. Kann ich aber gar nicht. Ich kann auf Billy springen. Faye. Is it not the time for you to come out with your feelings now?
Faye, go.
Oh nein, Chuju. Ich meine Sifi.
Don't you worry about me. Please hurry and go to her. That's not the way to treat her.
Ja.
I don't know how much about this kind of thing, but Hammer used to tell me to be nice to women, so there's that.
Ja, ich glaube, Rico ist unser wahrer Frauenversteher hier.
I'm not well versed in the art of romance.
Das glaube ich dir nicht. Du hattest bestimmt früher die Bitches links und rechts. Das glaube ich ihm auf keinen Fall. Ich glaube hier. Sorry about what just happened. Forgive me, but I want to explain. Now, for the first time, people on both Earth and Solaris are becoming one. But then, not all of them are strong like the crew of the ship or the people in Shevat. Even we almost lose sight of our future at times, so you can imagine what regular people go through. That's why people need someone like you to depend on. As a light to guide us, you freed the hearts of the people that have been used as tools by that ministry for hundreds of years. Ellie, it was you, and now your body doesn't just belong to you alone anymore. That's why I can't let you be in any danger. And that's why I don't want you to fight anymore.
It's funny, isn't it?
Huh?
We used to be enemies, but now we're together like this. In the beginning, I think I saw myself in you. We seemed to overlap, you being in a similar situation as I was in. When I was with you, I didn't feel alone or apprehensive. That's why I thought I liked you. But it wasn't that. I simply didn't have the courage to look at my true self. I turned to you to run away from it all. I mistook that for love. But it's different now. I can face my own problems. I am me, and you are you. It has all become clear to me now. I also learned that I really do need you. It's not because I need you as a sanctuary for my problems. I need you because I truly love you.
Ooh.
I know what you're saying, Faye. I know why you're so concerned for my safety, but you know, I'm scared. I fear we may never see each other again. I just have this feeling.
Don't worry, I won't die.
No, it's not that. It's something completely different. It's as if I'm being torn apart by something I can't resist, that I'm no longer me. Even if you come back alive safely, it just feels so uneasy. That is why I need to go with you. I can't bear to be away from you.
I feel the same way. Ever since the time I met you in that forest, I think it's the same feeling that you've been having. I was also running to you, but I have to solve my own problems. I can't throw my problems onto you. There is another me. It is within me. I fear that at any moment it may awaken within me. You're the only one that has been able to keep me from giving in to it. It was because you were always by my side that I was still able to keep from losing myself. Ooh. I promise you that I will return. So, that is, Ellie, I want you to be my reason to return, to be my home that I can return to. Ellie, if you will wait for me to come back, even if we are in totally different places, as long as you will stay by my side, I know I'll be able to do anything.
Faye.
Ooh. Endlich! Sogar mit Animation. Nicht schlecht. Und da. Das ist nackig. Das ist, glaube ich, eines der... Mir fällt gerade kein anderes Rollenspiel ein. Ich weiß, es gab noch das ein oder andere, aber es ist auf jeden Fall eines der wenigen Rollenspiele, wo tatsächlich zumindest sehr deutlich impliziert wird, dass die beiden mal, sagen wir, ja, sich recht nahe gekommen sind.
Are you going now? Yeah, sorry. Did I wake you? It's okay. I've been awake all along.
All along?
Uh-huh. I was watching over you while you slept. And before I realized it, it was morning.
Okay. Well, I'm off.
Alright then. Do be careful.
Yeah, I will. Oh, could you hold on to this for me?
What is this? Is this a pendant?
I don't know whose it is. It seems it was on me when I was brought into Lahan. It may be mine, or it could be...
It could be?
Oh, nothing. Will you just hold on to it for me?
Alright, I'll hold on to it for you.
Thanks. Well, I guess it's goodbye.
Oh, Faye.
Yeah?
Thank you. Ellie, are you okay about this? Don't you want to be with him? Yes, but it's because I believe in him. Just being close to a person is not in itself an indication of love, is it? But men are selfish. When something big happens, they say,
"It's too dangerous, you can't come."
They treat women like we're weaklings. Although it is true I can't help Bart and friends much anymore. That's not true. Everyone wants someone special waiting for them. Someone who will protect the place they can return to. If you don't have that peace of mind, then you would not be able to get anything done. Men try to tough it out as much as they can and then some. They're cute the way they do that, aren't they? Yeah, you're right. Anyway, we have things we have to do too now. And while we do them, let's pray that everyone comes back safely. Pray to God? No, to your own innermost feelings that everyone believes in. What's wrong? I knew it! Yes, that must be it. Must be what? Ellie, it's like everyone says. You must be a reincarnation of Sophia. You have no way of knowing the Nissan sect's teachings, but what you say, well, it's exactly the same as what Sophia always said. Yes, that might be it. The first time I visited here, I had the most amazing feeling. Familiar, sad. Like I had visited here many times in my dreams. I know where each room is and what's in them. I just know I must have been here in the distant past. Before, if you had spoken of this, I would have brushed it off with a laugh, but now I can more or less believe it. The things I couldn't do then, I'm probably trying to do now. Things you couldn't do? Yes, things I couldn't do.
Was ist das? Driving back the Solarian Interceptor Force, we took to the floating continent Mahanon. It was the central hull of a colossal spacecraft with a diameter of at least 40 kelts. Na, wer erkennt das? Judging from the condition of the hull, we estimated that the ship was thousands of years old. Wer erkennt das? Also das erkennen hoffentlich alle. It was determined by examining the inside of the wreckage that some kind of accident occurred on this ship about 10,000 years ago, which forced it to crash onto our planet.
Das ist der Captain, da ist sogar die Schatulle, die er aufgemacht hat.
Alien beings that came to our planet from a far-off galaxy eons ago.
Hat die Gazer Ministry mal zu Faye gesagt. Could it possibly have been that our ancestors were the passengers of this ship and had crash-landed here on this planet? Seeking God and his divine wisdom, Razel's tree, which it is said lie here in Mahanon, we proceeded further. Falls sich keiner mehr daran erinnert, ich habe da mal was vorbereitet. Das wurde im Intro gesagt. Razor auch. Jo, ist gut. Gut wie immer. Ich glaube, ist eigentlich alles okay. Ich kann mal hier speichern und dann nochmal woanders. Continue the game. Yes. Continue. Oh yes. Ah, das kommt jetzt schon. Ich hoffe mal, dass es gibt einen Bug, der hier vorkommen kann. Ich hoffe, dass er nicht vorkommt. In the depth, we saw an alien form. It was partially rotten and petrified. A giant, grotesque being. It gave off an inexplicable air of intimidation. Perhaps it was more than a gut reaction. Perhaps it was the fear of the absolute that came from the very depth of our inherited instincts. Und wir dürfen jetzt dagegen kämpfen. So. Speicher nochmal extra. Dieses Ding hat eine Attacke. Und das bezieht sich nicht nur auf den Emulator, sondern auch auf die PlayStation 3 und 2. Der hat eine Attacke, die das Spiel einfrieren kann. Aber solange ich immer regelmäßig Quicksave mache, können wir das eigentlich überleben und verhindern. Jetzt gibt es noch eine andere Sache, die zeige ich euch auch mal eben. Wenn ich angreife, heilt er sich um 16.000. Ich greife nochmal an. Heilt sich um 16.000. Tja. Was macht man denn da? Enemy and Ally Hit Points halved. So. Das ist der Trick zum Kampf. Er hat eine Attacke, wo er die HP von allen halbiert, einschließlich sich selber. Ja, mehr als 16.000 Schaden kann man ja nicht machen. Kann er höchstens 10.000 machen. Das heißt, wir warten jetzt, bis er seine HP so oft halbiert hat, dass er nicht mehr viel hat. Und hoffen, dass wir den Rest, den er noch so macht, überleben. Und dann kann Faye mit System Id hoffentlich in einer Runde es schaffen. Okay, wieder halbieren. Jetzt hat er noch 10.000. Ich sollte mal alle heilen. Ich würde sogar noch auf 2.500 runtergehen, dann sollte es auf jeden Fall klappen. System Id macht ja so 5.000 Schaden circa, aber ich weiß nicht, ob der vielleicht extra dicke Defense hat. Und dann mache ich nachher noch 4.900 oder sowas. Weil ich kann ja vorher speichern. Jetzt hat er noch 5.000. Wollen wir es mal probieren? Probieren wir es mal. Speichern. Zum Glück hat er auch noch nicht die Attacke gemacht, die alles abstürzen lässt. Okay. Bitte mach mehr als 5.000. Wenn nicht, können wir wenigstens laden und wissen, bis wie viel wir noch warten müssen. Ah, doch. Das hat gereicht. Er haut aber nochmal zum Abschluss zu. Ist auch sehr nett. Gerade noch so überlebt. Hui, okay. Da muss man natürlich erstmal auf diese Taktik kommen. Sonst kann man sich da ziemlich die Zähne dran ausbeißen, weil man die ganze Zeit versucht, irgendwie mehr als 16.000 Schaden zu machen, das nicht geht.
That was the ultimate power?
The partially rotted thing eventually self-disintegrated. We proceeded even further. Oh. Na, guckt euch das mal an. Erkennt das jemand wieder? Wenn nicht, hallo, Spiel? We came to an enormous cavern that was big enough to swallow the whole capital of aRdW. Wenn nicht, habe ich auch da nochmal was vorbereitet. Na, das war genau der Ort. We came to an enormous cavern that was big enough to swallow the whole capital of aRdW. In its center were two gently glowing objects. Wow, bei der Auflösung sehe ich zum ersten Mal die ganzen Buchstaben, die hier lang fliegen. It was the source of divine wisdom. It was Razel's tree. And the cavern itself was a giant computer called Razel. The wisdom of God hidden within Razel. We found the unthinkable when we accessed its data.